Hey everyone, we are here to talk about the Copper Cask, a bourbon, but not just any Copper Cask bourbon. This is the next Rhody Barrel Brotherhood pick. And by the way, it's Rich.
And Taylor.
With Town Wine and Spirits.
So we are really excited to launch this. So this is an MGP 5-year-old. It's a 57.7%. It's a mash bill of 70% corn, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley.
Standard kind of...
yeah, it's sort of standard-ish.
But the cool thing about this, not that I want to say, but it's almost as if it's a in-store bottling. Even though it's all MGP, it's aged there in Indiana, but it was bottled here in Rumford, Rhode Island, right down the street.
Right down the street, which is crazy.
It is kind of crazy. So this is by far the closest bourbon bottling we've ever had.
It's also closest to our heart.
Yeah, of course it is.
Absolutely.
Anyways, back on track. All right,
so what really gets me excited about this bourbon, which you can see I've already drank quite a bit of it. This is my personal bottle.
I see that.
Yeah, so I love the concentration, the richness on the nose. It really is sort of deep. It doesn't show any immaturity at all. It's like, I'm shocked that it's only 5 years old.
So I'm with you, that maturity piece of it. Sometimes that corn, that the young corn can come through, as I think everyone, all you know, but it is really has an incredible concentration. Richness, I love that word because it's definitely there. To me, it's definitely that caramel, not necessarily creamy caramel, more of that early when you first get that just butter and sugar like in a copper pot.
Yeah, it's like it's come bubbling out of the pot. Absolutely, and I'm getting like a toffee note. I'm getting a leather note.
Oh, for sure.
Did you get a little tiny hint of citrus coming through? Mm-hmm. But it's not like a citrus bomb like some of them have been. It's just like a little kind of hint. It's
amazing how the concentration and the lingering effect of what this does, and that rye comes through, which you don't get on the nose, and all of a sudden I could definitely feel this little bit of that spice, and it's holding on, which I love. Oh,
absolutely. I think the spice component sort of tapers down the sense that it's a dessert bourbon.
Yes.
And brings it clearly back into being more of a dinner bourbon.
That's a really great way to put it, because I don't necessarily think the nose is sweet, but it's definitely more on the I don't know.
It has those sweeter components.
Yes.
Without being sugar.
Yes.
Yeah. But it lingers on the palate for a while. I just love the concentration. I love the richness. I think this is a banging bottle of bourbon.
And the crazy thing, it's going to retail for $45.
$45, absolutely.
So, which is amazing at this point. I think in today's world and what we're seeing, the great thing also about Copper Cask here is that there is no bourbon that they make. They only are doing these basically barrel picks.
They're basically just barrel picks. There is no standard release Copper Cask.
So the beauty is when we got all the samples and we found this one, it really was pretty awesome, and I'm actually glad we're drinking it again because it clearly has. Now I know why we chose this one, and
absolutely.
It's absolutely delicious. And again, I think at $45, it's a clear value.
And you know what's really interesting? At $45, this is the second least expensive RBB pick we've had so far.
Oh, that's great.
So which is crazy.
It should fly off the shelf.
It will fly off the shelf.
So you better be quick.
You better be ready.
Because
the yield is small.
I know. It's a little bit off, but yeah. So about 80 bottles per store, you say?
Only about 80 bottles per store, yeah. Absolutely. At a 5-year-old at $45, that's a tiny yield.
Yeah, that is. That's definitely. So you better be quick on the draw to hit that website or get in store.
Because if there's anything left over,
you're buying it?
I'm buying it. It's coming home. Because I really like it.
Yeah, it's going to say.
I think it's really good.
That's awesome. Well, hey, if you guys liked the video, and of course the bourbon, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, tough luck. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, we'll see you guys soon.
All right.
And thanks.